Hey everybody, this is Tambeyoda. Thanks so much once again for joining me here on Tambeyoda Reviews. Today we have from the War for Cybertron Siege line, Voyager class, Soundwave. Oh man, this is the one that excites me right now. I don't really care for his alt mode, but they have fan modes, and then there's another super secret mode. Ooh. So let's take a look at his packaging here. You can see the figure through here. I know a lot of people complain about the battle damage on here. I personally, myself, I like it. I like it. I like any kind of extra details that they can put in there. It's all fair game for me, man. You do as much as you want to do, Hasbro and Takara, because you are doing really good. Look at this artwork right here. And then with the hidden UV stuff on here, there's actually his hidden mode. One of his hidden modes is right here on here in UV. So if you take a black light, shine it on there, you'll actually be able to see his mode. There's actually a that hidden mode, that hidden third mode. There's his little, you can see, it's actually a new symbol if you look at here. I haven't seen that one before. And actually Starscream symbol looks a little different. So I don't know what these are supposed to be for, but I know that mine, if you look on here, if I can get it in a right area, my UV doesn't, I don't know if it's with all of them. It's not, it's like it wasn't aligned. It's a little off. So if you look at the square, the box right here for his tapes, the box is actually right here. It's a little up and to the right, kind of off. Look over here, like this is right here is where the Decepticon logo is. You can see the logo is here, but it's up here for the UV paint. Like I said, I don't know if that's the case for all of them, but it is for mine. So you can see here that we have him in both of his modes. Like I said, there is a super secret mode. Also, you can find it on one of the bottom flaps down here. It's not in the instructions, it's just super secret. We have Battle Masters. We have Micro Masters. He's going to come with his tapes, or not going to come with his tapes. You got to buy them separately, but he's going to have some tapes also. So this looks really cool. I'm excited about that. Hopefully they'll have some other tapes. Maybe they'll have a Rumble Frenzy tape set. We'll be able to get those. I really wish he would have came with like Condor or something like that, so that we would have had a tape with him. I know that some places have already gotten the tapes. Some online places have already gotten the tapes, but they haven't showed up in stores yet. So hopefully soon we'll be getting those, and I'll hang on to this guy until we get those tapes. And once we get those tapes, I'll probably have to liquidate them. But let's go ahead and get into this packaging now so we can check them out. All right, so we're back, and here we have Soundwave out of his packaging. He is in his robot mode. This is the mode that he comes in. Now he does already have his missile launchers up here, his battery missile launchers. He does come with 2 extra guns. He comes with this gun right here. It's his pretty normal standard gun, and then he comes with this thing right here, whatever this thing is. It's really bad, but basically it's used to connect both of his guns together if you wanted to make a super gun. Other than that, it is a waste, so we'll just throw it off to the side. All right, man, dude, this guy, he looks awesome in this mode alone, and you will see once we transform him. Now there is a secondary secret mode. Not the best. It's still, and then there's kind of a fan mode that people have created to make him a cassette player again, and that mode is also lacking. So his instructions, real quickly. So this is the front of his instructions. Back of his instructions, these are his weapons, the different stats for his weapons. So if you're wondering, this is his shoulder cannon right here, and this is his blaster. Now this is his third gun that allows you to basically put the other 2 guns together. Let me see here. see here. Can do this and then join all the guns together, and then he holds it like this, and it looks like it looks bad. And then here's his instructions to make that. Now, if you've been hiding under a rock, then probably don't know about his third mode. So it is kind of hidden. It's not in the instructions. If you look at the package right here at the bottom flap, it's right here, and it's a little hard to see. Now it is also hidden in the glowy paint right here. So if you have the black light with the fluorescent paint will glow. Or otherwise you can look at it there. And I don't think that there's anything else hidden in this box. So we'll go ahead and we'll show all of those modes. They're not, like I said, they're not very good modes. They're kind of, you know, if I were to put him in order of modes, like which modes I like the most, it would be this mode, then the lamppost mode, then probably his whatever that is, his aircraft mode, his carrier mode, and then the fan mode for his tapes, so his tape player. So let's we'll do a quick 360 around him and go ahead and show how to transform him. So we're going to be transforming him into his aircraft mode. So first thing we want to do is we'll come down here, bring this open, so flip the head over here, take this, and we'll do the official transformation. Flip the fist in, bring that forward, bring that down. There's a piece right here that flips around. I have no idea what this is. I don't know if it's some kind of carrier bridge or something. I don't know. Some kind of antenna tower thing. I don't know, but it's about all it does. Now you take these pieces, we'll bring these out to here. That kind of tabs up right there. And then we'll take the legs. I'm going to flip these open, flip this in. That flips out, then down. Like that. And once you have those together, then you can twist these like this. And these will flip back here. We'll tab onto these. These panels flipping out remind me of, I think it's Broadside, where you make his carrier mode and you get all that weird stuff. Now, without that popping, you want to untab that and then bring this around like this, and this will tab right back into here. Like that. And these pieces will go underneath here and lock into place. Like that. All right, and once that's done, we'll bring this forward, twist like this so that all these pieces are facing down. Because then what we're going to do is we're going to take these, put these together. This will tab into here, this will tab into here. These pieces will tab into each other, like this. So best of all, it's probably, like I said, it's best to go ahead and tab these together, push these in, leave it like that, and then we want to flip these forward, like that, flip these around, like so, and this is the carrier mode. So let's go ahead and drop this camera down a little bit. Now, to arm it, you just take these and they go here. And like so. So there's his aircraft mode type thing. So I have no idea what this is. I don't know if it's a carrier. I don't know if it's some kind of fighter, bomber, missile pod thing, because it looks like it's got missiles right here. Looks like it's got missiles right here. I don't really know. Looks like these are guns also. So the one strange thing is if you push this button right here to pop out the tape deck thing, it goes all the way down. And I'll show you what stops that. These pieces right here, these two pieces right there, those stop that whenever you're in robot mode. It doesn't make it flip out all the way, but it's kind of funny. All right, so let's get him back into robot mode, because man, he's suffering in this mode. He's suffering. I just want to put him out of his misery. Tap back into there and see these pieces right here. Whenever you push this forward, it only allows it to come out that far. All right. Take these pieces, flip this down, flip this down. Okay, so once we have these pieces, not quite yet, because this piece needs to flip down. Flip the head around. Oh, come on. That flips up. These flip down. See, these will come off. That's the first time I've ever had it come off from that part. That's weird. Usually it comes off from right here, from this part right here. But they just pop right back in real easy. All right, so then once you have that done, oops, so flip this back forward. Bring this back up, flip these around like so. Put it down like that. Oh, come on, go back in. All right, so there is back into robot mode. All right, so we're gonna go to his light post mode. So this is that's how you get him into light post mode. First thing you want to do is you're gonna take and you're gonna push his head back down. And you're going to take these pieces and you're going to sit them up on top of the head, like so. Just like that. All right, now that you have that done, next step is to take these pieces and we're going to flip in the fists, rotate, rotate. Now, you want to bend at the first elbow spot, this first one. Not the one in the blue, but the one in the gray. And this piece right here, there's a little notch on the arm that will notch into this piece right here. So you can tell that this is an official mode because they actually made spots for pieces to peg into. So that. And then basically what you do is you bring it down like that. And that is supposed to be his light post mode. That is not what his light post mode looked like in the cartoon, I guarantee you. So I actually have a picture of what his light post mode looks like in the cartoon, and this is what it looks like. So it's a little different. I guess if you wanted to, you can put these pieces on there, on the shoulders. Kind of brings it out a little bit more. I don't know. So it just looks like a weapons platform now, because it's got all these guns up here, or it looks like guns with the engines, and then these pieces right here. So there's a pretty mean light post if it's a light post. Now let me see if I can remember how to get him into the his cassette mode. I've only done it once before, kind of fiddling around with it. So I remember I had him into this, and then I had these bent out like this. I don't exactly remember where I had these at, so we'll go ahead and put these right here for right now. I know that we had these up like this. Now, because you can't bring these all the way up, you have to have a weird angle type thing. I think then I put these down, brought this underneath. This is what I did. Brought this underneath like so. And then I took this, because this looks like garbage on top. I brought it back down to about there. And that is his cassette mode. That is the cassette mode that I have created. So you can definitely tell this is not official, because nothing pegs into each other. There's no engineering involved in this. Pre-planned engineering. So it looks okay. It looks okay. That's about the best that I can say, is it looks okay. Now, maybe I can get this. There we go. The only real issue is that you have this piece right here. It's bent backwards. Now everything looks like it's straight. Just this piece right here is bent backwards. So and that's probably about the best that we're going to get for this. So we'll get him back into robot mode so we can look at his articulation. All right, and that's so to get this back out, you want to push that in, and it'll kind of slide this out, and then you just pull it out the rest of the way. It'll clip into place so that it doesn't fall back in. And then this right here, sometimes you got to be careful removing it from different things, because it'll pull this out. You just have to push it back in. Now this right here, you just take and post right there. It gets a little tangled up back here on this stuff, because this part that's pushed out right there. Now you do have, it's funny, he has his finger, his index finger like this, so that you can then basically bring this up like that, so it looks like he's pushing the button and ejecting like Ravage or Laserbeak, something like that. So it's kind of cool. All right, so for his articulation, we come to the head, and you can see the head. It has a lot of, this is really good light piping in there. It's very yellow instead of a red color, but they went with toy more than the more toy accurate version than the show. So as you probably saw that earlier, if you push this down, you get the eject, and it's very reminiscent of how the original G1 mechanism was, where it had like a hook right here, and then it had this piece right here that it would hook into, and when you push it down, it unhooks it and flips it out. It's on spring-loaded kind of thing. All right, so as the articulation head is on a ball joint, there's two different joints here. There's a mushroom joint in here that makes it allows you to go forward, back. There's a pin joint that goes out to the side. There is a weird click in here. So you get to about here, and if you push it any farther in, it will click closed. So I'm trying to get it to a spot where my hand doesn't go, but it goes ahead and goes, because you got to use a lot of force on it. Right below that is a bicep swivel. You have a double elbow joint. And you come down here, you don't have any swivels on the wrists. The waist joint, there is a swivel in the waist. The hip joint is a two-part hip joint, so you got forward, back, you got a pin for out to the side. Right below that is your twist. You got a knee that goes to about there, about 90 degrees. And then your foot, you can move it up and down, you can move it, tilt it like that. It's got a little bit of a rocker in there, so you got some good motion for these figures. So really am happy with that. I love the amount of detail that they're putting into their figures. So very cool. All right, well, hopefully you enjoyed this video review of Soundwave. If you did enjoy, please give us a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and do that. This is Tambeyoda. See you guys tomorrow.